Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
When it started off, it's always by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakal Kodash. Right, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth while sincerity. Right, brother Azamaf.
It's about Yakanan.
For GMSLondonCentral. We're just going to do a real quick vid, man. I'm going to play this real quick. Laws on a copyright infringement or anything, but I'll just play this real quick. Right?
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
Right, so this is the part of the London Transport Network, the underground system, right? The tube, I believe in America you'd call it the metro or whatever, right? And then basically you have this, this guy who obviously knows one or two things, right? One or two things or whatever, what have you, are basically speaking to this Amalekite, or it looks like he's an Amalekite, regarding this scripture here.
Make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before your feet. And I know that I am loved in you. See? Get out of my face, I will smack you right in your nose, man. Back up from me.
Right, so this is a whole 2 minutes more or less of this vid, right? But brothers felt the same. You sent a couple other brothers have touched on it as well.
Yep. Just to summarize, it's like, he came up on the train. He obviously knows that he's an Israelite himself. He stumbled across a camp, whether it be our camp or whatever camp he might listen to over in Americas or over here. There's a few camps over here in the UK. Now he's taking that that knowledge and he's spewing it on the train, and he's cursing out this so-called Jew. All right, this Amalekite the brother was saying, man. All right, so this video really serves as a warning. That is not how we're supposed to conduct ourselves, man.
Nah.
As Hebrew Israelites, man. Especially if you consider yourself a prophet of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there's a certain way you got to come in. The scriptures talk about coming up some other way, and this guy is definitely coming up some other way. All right, because the Lord told us to go out on the highways and the byways. If you really want to do this, preach this word, and if you're sincere and you're doing it with the right intent, then you're supposed to set up a camp. You're supposed to have your 12 tribes sign. You're supposed to go out on the highways and the byways, and you're supposed to preach the gospel, preach the good news onto the nations, man. That's what we're supposed to be doing. The scripture didn't say anything about topping up your Oyster card and going on the tube and cursing out, so-called, Jews, man, or anyone for that matter.
Yeah.
All right. The scriptures say, to be harmless.
Yeah, I've got
as
that
doves.
loaded up.
Can't bring that out.
This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I'll send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Right, so we're supposed to be likened unto sheep in the midst of wolves, man. Sheep are very humble. Sheep are very quiet animals. They're humble, they're quiet, and they're delicate. Now, there's a time to be like a snake, to be wise as a serpent. There's a time to be aggressive, man. But the time is not in public transport.
It's like, what are you doing, man?
You know what I mean?
What are you doing? Now you're famous. Well done. Clap.
Right.
But all for the wrong reasons, because why? Now you've been labeled a quote anti-Semite. Right? They weren't no platform. What other videos do people have of you? Right? Hey, when people when people try to say, let's say, hey, them brothers in Oxford Street, which we're not in Oxford Street anymore, them brothers on Oxford Street, guys on Oxford Street, they're this, that, and the other. But then there's a whole catalogue of videos where you go and watch, like, nah, actually they've got a point that they're making. Right, and you know what? Every point that they have is, based on the scriptures, right? And you know what? Do the different videos that they've done, I actually can see their point. But this man, it was on point precept. It was an on point precept. What does the scriptures say? Knowledge puffeth up. But you know one or two things, but you don't know everything. So what do? You just go out and you want to tell everyone, you curse everyone up. But that ain't what it's about, man.
Right. You're clearly not involved in the right doctrine in this gospel. Because if you was, first of all, you wouldn't be on the train cursing out so-called Jew. Yeah. Because that's just not what we do, man.
Then threatening someone.
Yeah, and threatening someone. The guy also threatens someone, so he's carnal, man.
Yep.
And what does it say about, a man that's carnal, man? The carnal mind is enmity with the Most High, man. All right? You're against what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has commanded us to do. All right, you're an example of someone that is not obeying the Lord, man. An antichrist, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because you're trying to, do it for your own vain glory. Now you're in the independent.co.uk, you're in the sun.co.uk, you're all over the internet for the wrong reasons.
Yep.
Was any edification done? No. There was no edification in that, man, because you didn't really, you gave Esau a loop, right, that he can now manipulate, which he will manipulate, videos in due time anyway, all right? But we're not supposed to give Esau ammo to be able to do these things, right? We're supposed to actually, just do the work, man.
Just do the work.
Just do the work. Go out on the highways and the byways, set up a camp, get a sign, and preach the word. That's what we're commanded to do, man. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to do that, then you're not in the ministry. It's as simple as that,
simple as that. And I was saying before, it's beautiful because it's like you might not have wanted to come out or whatever, but hey, look, now you're famous, man. For all the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons. Here it is. You could have just done your video, 3 videos a week, right? Or whatever, what have you. But hey, everyone. But as scriptures say, all things are and all things done for the truth. Roughly paraphrase.
Yeah, basically you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. Yeah, that's right. But you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So we know and we're aware that still this is all of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But there's still certain scriptures and commandments that you gotta obey. For example, the scriptures say to be blameless. All right. In that situation, you was not being blameless because you threatened someone, man. And now they can use that and say like, this is how these Hebrew Israelites are. You've now given the enemy ammo to say that these guys are violent. All right, because they have you on audio, on video, saying that you were gonna do something to a next man if he touches you or something, man. So that's ridiculous, man. Where's that in the scriptures? Yahushua was humble, man. Yahushua was humble like a lamb. He was likened unto a lamb, because he knew it wasn't time, to exert his spiritual power and take down, them wicked Edomites, man. He knew it wasn't time, man. That's why he followed protocol, man. He followed the will of the Heavenly Father. And we're supposed to follow the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai also. That's
right. This is Proverbs 1. It says, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Right, this man, he wasn't moving with any form of discretion whatsoever, man. He was just doing. Right? It ain't a thing about just doing, man. You gotta, and that's the thing. These scriptures give you discretion. You know when you should open your mouth, and you know when you should keep your mouth shut. Right? Not saying, do this. Where men every now and then will fuck up, whatever. But you can tell from that video that that individual, he really didn't. He really didn't have, know too much about what this thing of ours is about, right? Because otherwise he wouldn't, like I said, he wouldn't have been on London transport system, cursing out an Amalekai. So what you gonna do? You go Stamford Hill, you curse out every single Amalekite you see. What's that going to achieve you, man? Right?
Yeah, the scripture say be at peace with all men if it be possible.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean? That's another scripture, man, that this guy ain't following, man. When you ain't at this camp, people are not even supposed to have an inkling.
Yeah, let not your left hand know what your right hand doeth.
Yeah, what we do in our personal lives. When brothers go to work, no one would ever dream what we'll be doing on a Saturday, man. Because we're in Clark Kent mode.
Exactly.
All right? We're in Clark Kent mode when we at work. We don't need to wear fringes to work, man. All right? We're in Esau's kingdom. That's foolishness, man.
That's foolishness.
All right?
And even Apostle Rakar, he was really saying, you brothers on social media, man, don't be on social media on a Israelite to be. If you're on social media for whatever reason, you just got to be in Clark Kent mode, man.
Yeah, that's right, man.
You remember back in the day, you had brothers with swords on Facebook. Like, what would you think? What were you trying to achieve?
Gone.
Right.
That's right, man. We gotta be in Clark Kent mode. If you're on social media, like the apostle said, make it be for work purposes, man. You don't want to be on the social media, Kwame Yashalo and this and that. There's no need for that, man. We shouldn't be accessible online. Do you know who we are? We enemy of the state. We enemy of the world, man. All right, and you on social media, you got an account on social media with Murph. All right, we're not supposed to be in that spirit, man. We're supposed to be in the spirit of being in Clark Kent mode and waiting for our Lord to return, man. Not, taking part in the folly of the world.
Mm.
You know, no one should be able to look you up on social media unless it's for the reason of your camp channel.
This is Proverbs 2:10. It says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
Wow, you have to read that again. Discretion shall preserve thee.
Yep.
Is that what it said?
Yep. Discretion shall preserve thee. Verse 11.
What does it mean to preserve someone, man? So you're not, you don't give yourself away to Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're putting yourself in harm's way. You're acting a fool. All right, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing in public, and you're not applying discretion. So you now made yourself exposed and vulnerable to Satan's devices.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say, bro?
Yep, it says discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee.
Understanding shall keep thee, man. With all that get understanding.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're clearly not exercising that, man. You just reading scriptures and you're on fire and you just want to spew out the scriptures.
The thing scriptures say, what was Ezekiel told to do? Eat the whole roll.
Right.
You've only eaten a bit of it.
Yeah.
And then now because if you had read the rest of it, you would have known, I ain't really supposed to be out here just.
Exactly.
And then threatening people, bro, bro, what you doing?
Hey, Elder Apostle Tahar, what all the apostles always say is this thing ain't all about calling the so-called white man a devil.
That's right.
That's not what it's all about. Do you know? Have you read through the New Testament and the Old Testament and the Apocrypha? Is every chapter just talking about and ye shall curse Esau and you shall curse. Every page ain't saying that, man. There's stories. There's edification on every single page of many different themes and story subjects, man. And we get into that at camp. All right, we don't just curse out the so-called white man at camp. Yeah, we do it a lot because we're in the midst of his kingdom going down, but there's still other topics that we cover, man.
That's right. And then I believe I've got one more. It says Matthew 22:9. It says, go ye therefore into the highways, right? And as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Yep, that's it. God, bro.
Right? Hey, because I was saying it ain't all about just telling the so-called white man he's the devil. You read Joel speaks about how we're supposed to be watching. We're supposed to blow a trumpet in the city. We're supposed to be telling Israel, hey, look, man, hard times are coming, man.
Oh, Ezekiel 3:17.
Yep.
For sure. We get that and close out that, bro. You finished that one.
There was a little bit more.
Yeah, you can finish that.
It says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. Because ultimately, many are called, but few are chosen, right? But you're still, that ain't for us to decide. But we have been given instructions.
That's right.
We ain't for us to decide who's good and who's bad. We just been told to do the job.
Exactly.
Right. So Ezekiel 3:17. It says, Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When thou say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Right, so how was you doing that on the train? How was you warning your people, of the coming destruction that's coming? You wasn't doing that. You were just cursing out an Edomite, man. He don't need to know the truth. He's going to get cursed out in the midst of you being at camp anyway. You don't need to go on the train and do that, man. That was no edification whatsoever.
Yeah, especially in this one when they're cracking down on quote anti-Semitic, right? Which they don't know what that means.
Exactly.
But anti-Semite now man's might end up with a hate crime against his name.
He's a real Shemite.
Which that's crazy, but that's what we read the scriptures about discretion, man. Right, an environment like that where everyone hates you, right? You got all of them fucking Edomites all around. Like, nah, you don't say that to them. Don't say that to him. Right? It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall surely die in his iniquity. Thou hast delivered thy soul, right? It came to the point starting with the apostles on down. They out there, look, man, this is the truth. And as Apostle Hart said, look, you seen thousands of guys come in and fall out, man. Right. But hey, they've done what they had to do, right? Which was tell them, look, this is the truth. This is the truth of the Bible. What happens after the fact, that's between that man and the Most High.
That's it.
Right. says, again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Wow.
Right, yeah, so that's deep, because that's basically saying you get them guys that will come in, right? What do you call who's an example? Let's say you get a guy who's a great athlete, but in this world, you know, he gets found out to be a what do you call it, a kiddie fiddler or whatever, right? Well, people ain't gonna care that he was a great athlete before. You're just a kiddie fiddler now, right? That's basically what it's saying. You come out, you start, you fall out. There's truth, right? No, it doesn't matter what you did before. It don't matter that you was out there for 10 years. That doesn't that at that would point you fall out. That doesn't matter anymore.
The works are disannulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
Which is why the scriptures say, "He that shall endure when unto the end,
the same shall be saved."
The same shall be saved.
That's right. You can endure unto the last day the Lord comes back and then fall out.
Yeah.
Then you ain't gonna get delivered, right? Because you didn't endure unto the end. That's how deep this thing is. That's why, this goes back to the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yeah. And that guy clearly don't fear the Lord. Nah. Man. You don't fear the Lord because you ain't doing this thing the right way. All right? Or, you know what? You might even be an agent. Who knows? You might be an agent.
That is another one as well.
You might be working for Esau, and you might be, setting up, a narrative that Esau wants to try and push.
Yeah.
But either way, we're not saying that's the case. It's just a possibility, But for you brothers out there, again, if you want to sincerely work for the Lord, then you got to do it a certain way, man. That's right. You got to go out on the highways and the byways, according to Ezekiel 3 and 17, like the brother just read. And you got to, have your camp sign, and you got to do this the right way. And it doesn't involve, violence, right? And threatening people. It involves prophecy. That's what it's all about.
That's right. All right, so as always, Lord's Lord, I was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.